All right. Hold on. I got you. What's up? This is the Feed Podcast, the third official episode of the Feed Podcast. I'm your host, B. Barnes. What's going on, people?
What's happening, people, man? It's your co-host, man, Shetty, man. Glad to join you today, man.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to join you.
Yes, sir, man. What we got on the dock today for, man?
Ooh, man, we're going to unpack Dreamville, man.
Hey.
We're going to unpack it, man.
You know, I was out in Phoenix cheering on my Wolfpack, but you know what it is.
Yeah, man.
But
you missed a good one, man.
Yeah. Was it better than last year?
Energy-wise, I feel like it was the same.
Okay, that's the vibe that I got from everything I saw on social media. I was like, okay, it looked like Dreamville. I was skeptical about the lineup.
For so many people that was giving Dreamville a hard time because of the lineup, man, I surely couldn't tell that y'all had a problem with Dreamville lineup. I cannot.
Looked like you had a great time.
We're gonna get into it.
Go ahead, yeah, we got it.
We gonna get into it, baby.
We're gonna get into you know, the biggest news that came out of Dreamville was
absolutely, man,
J. Cole's apology.
Yep.
Explanation, whatever you want to call it.
I'm looking forward to getting into it with you, man. I'm not even gonna say get into it, but just unpacking that from my perspective, of course. So as we get into it, man, let's talk about it, man. Dreamville, man. It was so beautiful, bro. Yeah. It was super dope, man. First of all, man, we've talked about it before, just what Dreamville does for the city, man. The economic impact that it has on Raleigh, man. $140 million, 1,300 jobs.
That's
just the amount of yes, man. I think it's 6 countries. Every state was represented. So
that's wild. I was telling Gab that yesterday.
Yeah, every state was represented.
People came from other countries, bro.
Yeah. 6 countries was represented.
So it's like,
I think it was like 6 to 7 countries.
Wow.
So, it got examples of, it was one instance where I'm looking around and they playing music, and I just look around and I see, of course our people are gonna make the everything, and it's no knock on anybody else, but we were, strolling. So then you see another brother start strolling. Then you see a couple Deltas start strolling, and like you see, like the energy just focused towards them.
I love it.
And they just was cheering them on. And the harder they cheered, the crowd cheered, the harder they strolled.
Hey,
and it was
all the corners of blackness. Just like
was
seeping.
Represented.
It's beautiful. I love it, man.
The drum line came out there. Central drum line was rocking.
I saw that video. Saw that video. Mariah posted.
I said, "Oh, man, oh."
Hey man, you was lit out there, bro. I could tell you.
I felt like I was part of the. So I mean, 50. Getting into performers. I feel like 50 killed it. Everybody's talking about Chris Brown. Nah, 50 catalog is fantastic, and he showed out.
Yeah,
he showed out.
I honestly think if Chris Brown wasn't announced, which we already anticipated, I said on the last one of the episodes of Gentleman's Guide, I was like,
we thought
Chris, it's about time for Chris Brown to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about it. So we were right about that. But if let's take Chris Brown out of it for a second. If they would have put 50 in the lineup initially,
he would have killed it.
No, what I'm saying is if 50 was a headliner initially and there was never a Chris Brown, I don't think anybody would have had a problem. I think
no, absolutely not. I think the absolutely
issue, not. Come on now, the core fan is in our age group. That's the core fan of Dream. I mean,
yes.
Yeah, you got some younger, you got some older, but for the most part, we right in the middle where
it's our generation, our era.
We are the people. We the ones with the money. You feel me?
Now Jeezy had the performance of the night.
You think so?
But
he wasn't a headliner, right? He was like was it the first day or the second day? He was first day?
Second day.
Okay.
Second day. Jeezy stole the show to me.
Yeah.
Not taking it and not taking anything away from SZA. SZA did her thing too.
Yeah.
But Jeezy, last time I checked, that was the man on these streets.
Hey.
Residue flow.
Jeezy was,
man, I shit on niggas.
Yeah.
Even though constipated, I still come on, man.
Jeezy's probably from our generation in terms of like high school, college years. Jeezy was probably one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Probably
So
he's who I would listen to before football games to get me
every
right.
every every
Yeah,
game. So
yeah.
when you asked me, when you said it looked like I had a time out there, that's why. That's why right there.
Yeah,
Jeezy came on, man. It's just, he, like I said, he was one of my favorite rappers growing up, man.
yeah.
When Came Band the Snowman came out, it was just a different era.
Back in the day
It
when the snowman
Back in
t-shirts
the day,
got banned in
'05, man,
school.
we got banned in school. So Jeezy stole the show. SZA did her thing.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not really a Nicki Minaj fan. Nicki Minaj was an hour late.
I about to say,
Um,
from what I understand, she was an hour late, and a lot of people. If one, I think not just Nicki, a lot of people come to Dreamville just treating it as any other music festival, which to a
yeah,
degree, yeah, it is.
it is.
But also, when you are the set before the cold set, you better be on time
Hmm.
because you're on the other side of the park.
Hmm.
You know, you're on the other side. People want to see you. You're Nicki Minaj. Like, don't
But
get it
people want to
twisted.
see Cole more.
But you got to understand where you are.
Yeah.
You in North Carolina, like you don't like you're a huge superstar, but this is J. Cole country. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Absolutely.
is what it is. So it's like, yo, Nikki, you played yourself.
Uh,
You played yourself.
I you know
Sorry to the Barbies out there, but you played yourself, Nikki. Okay, it is
I
what
was
it
gonna
is.
go to sleep during her set anyway, which I do every year. I
Get that
sacrificed the
pre
set
Cole.
before. Yeah, yeah. My pre-code like
Yeah,
nap, like that picture that was posted, and I sent it to you. That picture that was
yeah,
posted. That's something I do every year. I take
yeah,
a nap right before Cole set, and boom, like
yeah. But go ahead.
moving in, rolling into the main event of Dreamville, man.
Yeah,
J. Cole's apology to the diss record of 7 Minute Drill.
yeah.
Before we get into, do you know the meaning of behind 7 Minute Drill?
So I recently came across in my feed his producer talking about it's
Okay,
literally that's what they call it, 7 minute drill,
that's what
where
it's. Yep,
he really just warming up.
he in the booth. Yep, yep, warming up. Boom,
He
boom. So
warming up,
that's that was
yeah.
the essence behind
He
it.
getting shots up, yeah.
Yep. So if y'all don't know, some of y'all may not know, but most of y'all may know that Cole responded to Kendrick Lamar. We talked about it on our last episode,
Yeah. That he
about
needed to respond.
that he needed to respond. He did. He
Yeah.
did and he came hard. He
Yeah.
came, boom. It dropped Friday right before Dreamville. Um, at Dreamville, man, J. Cole did come by and said, he loved the project. It was like one of his best projects, except for one part.
Yeah.
That one part that he was talking about was the response to Kendrick Lamar, um, a verse, and J. Cole's 7 Minute Drill. He said, man, that's probably the lamest thing he's ever done. He spent the last 10 years of his career, finding his peace, knowing who he is, being at peace with the Lord,
Yep.
being in tune with himself. And for once, and one time in that 10-year span, he let somebody else take him outside of that peace,
Yeah.
and do something that he figured was lame,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So he apologized for it. He said, he took in that 7 Minute Drill, he took shots at Kendrick Lamar's album and catalog. Said, various things. Y'all can go back and listen to it, seven
Yeah.
minute drill. And in that, that apology, he said, man, look, you know, if you still feel some type of way, take your best shot, man. I'm a man about mine. I'm gonna stand on it, man. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take it on the chin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My thoughts on it. It's fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, man. Because you sit back as a man, as a hip. All right, first of all, as a hip hop artist, you think you like to spar, and if you know anything about hip hop, Jay Z and Nas beef,
Yeah.
uh, and the Ether track.
Yeah.
Ether was personal.
Yep.
Said his name, FJZ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end, what happened? They made amends.
Yep.
50 and the Game.
Yeah.
They was beefing.
Mm-hmm.
What they do? They made amends. Gucci and Jeezy.
Yeah.
Somebody died.
Yeah. They came to. Yeah. They
They
eventually
came to men's and did a versus in
did it.
2020.
Yeah. Yep.
So like all these individuals keep saying, "Oh, that was lame. That was lame." Yo, it's bigger than that. So J. Cole and Kendrick really are peers. They fuck with each other.
I want to plug this in real quick because a lot of times we get lost or we get too caught up, like you said, in the sparring, that sometimes, just like Cole mentioned, like, yo, I got caught up in the push to respond and all the hype behind what he said that I lost myself, right?
For who it is.
And
as who I was.
Yeah, who he was. So as fans, as consumers, we as a collective, not me and you, but as a collective, like, we get caught up in the drama because we forget that these niggas are real people.
They are people.
They got families, etc. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
let's talk about it.
That's
man.
the piece that people, that the collective, the society, culture, whatever you want to call it, we as people, and then you add in the social media piece, it's like we really forget, like, that these are actual human beings on the other side.
Human beings. And you know what I'm saying? And they in the same room. Like, yeah, they're J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, you know, boom, boom, boom. You know, but I think it's so man of him, man, like, because he's so in tune with himself. Yeah. There's some people out there right now, man, that's letting arguments, letting disagreements go on because they refuse to apologize.
Because they caught up in pride, bro.
They caught up in pride. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to every one of y'all. Yeah. Y'all are too caught up in your pride to apologize for whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fall, man. So yeah, you probably got a, you know, X, Y, and Z that, you know what I'm saying, they did some flawed stuff. Yeah. They did some flawed stuff, but yet they don't want to apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so if you feel some type of way about this, yeah, I'm talking about you. I don't know who out there is feeling some type of way, but hey, if you feel some type of way about a grown man being in tune with him, who he was, because he apologized to somebody else, yo, that shit was lame. What I did was lame.
Says more about you than
so it's more about you. Like, and it's not. I'm not saying that because I'm a Cole fan. Of course, I'm like one of the biggest Cole fans there is. But
we wanted a response.
We wanted it.
We said it.
I wanted it.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, like when I take now I look at it from a holistic view, man.
Exactly.
You know, I'm looking at it like, damn, that man in front of millions too. Millions.
Not just the people.
Not phone call. He could have called that man. He could have called him.
But not
he
just,
could have called him.
Not just people at the festival. It's streamed on Amazon Prime. Streamed on Prime, and then obviously you got the social media piece. So as soon as it was released, you see it on every blog, every
before I can walk out. Before I walked out of Dreamville, I'm already getting tagged in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Yeah. But so, you know, I say all that to say, man, look, and I think more people in the world can take, you know, a page out of his book, man, because, you know, it's probably relationships out there that's been, you know, going on for far too long, you know, without any type of conversation, without any type of apology. Other individuals know they was in the wrong, know they did wrong, but refuse to apologize, refuse to address it, and continue to let this negative energy go on and on and on and on and drag on without any type of recollection or resolution to it. Man, get y'all shit together, man. Get it together. Get it together, man.
That's a bomb.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, I'm passionate about it, you know, because like, you know, because at some point you do become in tune with yourself. The older you get, you do know who you are as an individual. If you don't, that means you're in the same place that you were last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You're still in the same position. So if you're not in tune with yourself, you don't know who, you know, you are. So if you do something flawed to, if I do something flawed to you, bro, and I never come, and you know what I'm saying, like, bro, my bad off that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit won't even cool. That was lame. That was the lamest thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Bro, and I tell you, like, it ain't been sitting right with me. I ain't been sleeping right.
What it go back to? I keep saying this in multiple episodes. Accountability.
Accountability and emotional intelligence.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Emotional intelligence.
All that maturity, everything.
So yeah, man.
Shout out to Cole for that, man.
Shout out. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to him, man. Just to wrap it up, man. The message to people, man. Be in tune with yourself, man. And if you're not at this point, man, it's always chance for it. It's always time for it.
Yep.
And go from there, man.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that segment, man.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes, sir,
All
man.
right, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Moving on.
Moving to the next one, bro.
So we're gonna lighten the mood a little bit.
All my WWE wrestling fans out there.
WCW, WWF.
Wrestling fans. This one for y'all, man.
All of it.
There was recently a top 10 list of top 10 wrestlers of all time.
This is the Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report released that last week.
I had some issues.
You let's talk about it.
So to start off, they the top 10. I'm gonna just go from 1 to 10.
Okay.
And then we're gonna Bret Hart, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Stone Cold.
Do 10 to 9.
10 to 9. All right,
yeah, I mean 10 to 1. Yeah, 10 to 1. 10 to 1. I'm sorry.
10 to 1. Yeah, you're right. 10 to 1. Number 10, Hulk Hogan, bro.
Yep.
That blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
In my estimation. Now I know grown men who
No. Finish the list first. Finish the list.
Yeah, I'm hurt by this.
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan, number 10, which is wild. He is not number 10. You got Roddy Piper, number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Shawn Michaels, number 8.
Oh, yep.
You got The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, number 7.
Yep.
You got Bruno Sammartino. I don't even know who that is.
I never watched him. I don't. Yeah, that was before my time. Yeah.
So number 6, I can't really speak for him. I don't know who that nigga is. John Cena, number 5.
Yeah. Okay.
That's wild to me personally. That's wild. Number 4, Undertaker. He's definitely top 5. So maybe that makes the most sense for me. Randy Savage, number 3. He's definitely, in terms of, I think about characters, the character. That's what really sells it for me. So Randy Savage is definitely up there in terms of character.
Okay.
Stone Cold, probably my personal number 1, I think. It's between him and The Rock. But that's just my generation. And then number 1 is Bret Hart.
Okay.
What's your initial thoughts, bro?
It's some people that should be out of there.
Nigga,
it's some people that should be out of there.
If we talk about our generation, number 6,
Triple H wasn't in there.
Triple H definitely got to be in there.
He got to be in there.
John Cena is not. So the first
John
thing,
Cena, I don't think John Cena's top 10
in our generation. He could arguably be top 10, but I think he's definitely top 15 of our generation. But ain't no way Hulk Hogan and The Rock is at 10 and 7.
No, I don't.
Ain't no way,
I don't agree with it.
Ain't no way.
So here's a couple that I feel like should be in there somewhere. Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
And I'm not putting it in no order. No order.
Booker T.
Honorable mention. Okay. Honorable mention.
All right, go ahead.
Mick Foley.
He definitely got to be in there.
He got to be in there.
Yeah, he's in there for sure.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay.
Come on. One of the things that I'm surprised, one of the individuals that I'm surprised they didn't put it is DDP. Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm super surprised. And the last one that I feel like should have been there that wasn't, and I was kind of hurt about this, was Kane.
Yeah. Well,
was Kane.
I could see why
Kane was just as big as Undertaker.
Nah, nope. I disagree. If you telling me you had to choose between the Undertaker and Kane, because think about it. All right, pause for 1 second. When I'm thinking of the best and biggest superstars in wrestling, I'm thinking of theme music. I'm thinking of character. Kane, that nigga ain't never talked, bro. He ain't never talked.
He didn't have to.
He had no personality, bro. He didn't have no personality.
He didn't have to.
He was just a big ass white dude. just choke slamming niggas.
Don't do that.
No. And Kane, for a long time, I think I'm still hurt about this. My childhood is still messed up by this. When his mask finally came off, I thought his face was burnt, bro. For the longest time, I thought this face was burnt. He got a regular white,
He did talk, because he could put the thing to his neck.
Yeah, I do it. Okay, but still though, he was still
Stop
devoid
playing
of
with me. I was a fan. Stop.
You could be a fan, but I'm talking about the best He ain't
Kane
up
was
there.
like that.
When you hear that bell ring, Undertaker, everybody's eyes get big. Like, oh, there's Undertaker coming. Doom.
I'm not taking anything from Undertaker.
When you hear that when you hear that Stone Cold, that glass break, dun, 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 dun. Yo, he come out there cussing everybody out with a can of beer.
I think Stone Cold should have been number one.
No, when you hear that, if you smell, everybody go crazy. What the Rock?
I think
is
Stone Cold should have been number one.
For sure.
Stone Cold should have been number one.
Yeah, I think
Rock maybe number two, if not number two, number three.
And then the older crowd probably I would put Hogan would be up there as well. He's definitely top three.
Yes.
Hulkamaniacs, come on now. Now another one that we ain't talking about that's a little bit older school, Ric Flair.
I was gonna say Ric Flair. I was gonna say yes.
Woo!
Yeah. He got to be in there.
Hey, he in there.
He got to be.
He got to be in there.
He got to be in there.
But yeah, Triple H definitely got to be in there for sure.
But I think it was and one honorable mention, man, that really doesn't get enough praise, enough shine for their career is Kurt Angle.
So the two that I was thinking of, that
Kurt Angle and Goldberg,
but another one is Eddie Guerrero. Frog splash off the top rope, bro. Come on now.
They got that list all messed up, man. They got the list all.
They got to do it. They got to make it a generational thing.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way. Doggone. Yeah, ain't no way.
Ain't no way you can't tell me that you didn't spear your brothers back in
rock bottom, spear, Stone Cold Stunner, choke slam. Because you got to think about the personality, theme music, character, finishing move,
and finish move,
all that, and then all the sayings that they had, like all the stuff that they, all the people that we mentioned had that. What? The Rock suck a monkey's nipple, nigga. The candy, all that.
Man, that's
bro.
Yeah. So I think for sure, man. They got to redo this list.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, that ain't.
Hey, Bleacher Report, man. The feed, we're coming for y'all list, man.
We're gonna redo it.
I hope y'all see this, and run this back, run this segment back, man. Yeah. Listen, let us do your list. We were fans in that generation, man. So yeah.
What I'm saying is, if they did, a decade or like a certain generation, they got to break it down to generation. They got to break it down.
Because just like basketball.
I mean, that's fair.
Got your top 10.
Okay.
Top 10, man.
I got you.
I got your top 10.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man, great segment as well, bro.
Yeah.
Moving to the next one, man. South Carolina, man. Women's national champions.
Dawn,
congratulations to
Staley, boy.
Congratulations
legend.
to y'all, man.
She's a living legend. Living legend,
man. What was it? Two-time player of the year, two-time coach of the year,
gold medalist,
3 national championships,
2 consecutive undefeated regular seasons.
Yep, back-to-back undefeated regular seasons. Living legend, man. Living legend. And I'm super proud of it, man. And I think we talked about her on the first episode.
Yeah.
Just how much of a class act she is.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I saw and heard her say was she gave so much praise to Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And just saying, how much of an amazing talent she is. And everything, and just giving her praise, and even though they won national championship, she's still acknowledging of the great career in which she did. And we're gonna talk about something else as well. ESPN. We're gonna talk about ESPN. Let's go ahead and put that in there as well. In this segment. Before we get into that,
I wanted to mention also about Dawn Staley. She might be the flyest coach.
Oh my God!
In all of sports.
I will say she's one of the flyest.
So who would you consider the fly, or one of the other flyest?
What's the women's coach from the Texans, Texas Longhorns, Sydney Carter.
Now you saying who's the sexiest?
Coach. The flyest. I ain't say that.
No. Flyest and sexiest is two different adjectives, my boy.
He fly. She be fly.
No,
she be fly.
No, she fly. She fly. She could dress too. You right.
I'm not so not to take anything with what you saying. Dawn be fly. But so does Sydney Carter too. And then now that other part, you put that in there. I ain't put that in there.
Hey, she look good, bro. I ain't blind.
Yeah.
You look good, Sydney. You look good. Look.
What you say? You married, but you ain't a blind.
I ain't blind.
You're
I'm a married man. I ain't a blind man. Bro. Yes, sir.
Oh boy, you stupid, man. You stupid.
I'm respectful. I'm very respectful. Yeah. But I don't lie either. I ain't gonna lie.
Boy, you stupid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
But yes, sir. But yeah. I will give it to Dawn, man. She definitely comes with the swag. She's kind of like in my opinion, she's kind of like the AI of the how how he transitioned that that era of basketball and wearing and uniforms and stuff where they had to put a dress code on the NBA.
Yeah,
she gives me that she's setting her own. She's running her own path with that, and it's super dope. And it's super dope.
Yeah, we need a cost analysis of like her average outfit, bro. That one jacket was a few stacks, so you already know like the shoe. She be Louis down, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Keep moving into women basketball, man. National champions.
Amazing.
There was a few things from the WNBA players regarding some of the players that are coming into the league this year.
Diana Taurasi,
Diana Taurasi, and a few other WNBA players spoke on the rookies coming in and what to expect. This is what they said.
Caitlin's coming. There's more than just that are coming. What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie, and it might take a little bit longer for some people.
Basically, hey, this is you in for a rude awakening. This ain't the little girls that you've been playing. These are grown women. We've been fighting for these positions.
Facts.
It's only 12 teams. It's only 12 WNBA teams.
That's what a lot of people don't realize. The WNBA has less than half the teams of the NBA.
Which means it's less than half the players that the WNBA has.
And a lot of people don't forget this part too, because going the whole when you talk about the equality, the equity in terms of pay, when you don't have as much teams,
you don't have
less money is being
revenue.
Right. So it's not so much about like people not watching it, because we all know that the viewership is going up exponentially in the last 2-3 years in terms of women's basketball specifically. But it takes time. Like Golden State, they just the WNBA just announced that Golden State is getting a WNBA franchise. So it takes time. Like the WNBA is still so new, right? Like a lot
compared to the NBA.
Compared to the NBA. Yeah, compared to the NBA, it's still like in its baby stage if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. I just wanted to throw that in.
So they're those WNBA players are just saying how much. Look, y'all in for a rude awakening. My thing is on it. I agree.
Same.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. They are. I'm not gonna say they in for. I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna be. It's gonna be easy for them. No, it's not. It's gonna be just like the transition from high school to college.
Same.
It was different.
And I could attest to that. You could attest to that. Like
yes. Just like that transition from college to the pros is going to be different.
Yeah.
And how are you going to work on your craft? How are you going to prepare for it?
Mm-hmm.
And I know what that transition was like for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even no matter what level of college you go to,
Yeah.
it's still a big transition. A transition that a lot of people don't have a chance to even take or make. Whether that's a D1 school or a powerhouse school,
Yeah.
whether that's a mid-major school, whether that's a D2
Listen,
school,
man.
whether that's a D3 school, or whether that's a JUCO. Or it doesn't matter. It's still a transition from a different class in which you was in. So
whenever you make
prepare for it.
Whenever you make any transition to a higher level of whatever sport, it's always going to be a learning curve. It's always going to be
Absolutely.
an adjustment. And if you are who you think you are, if you're the athlete that you think you are, you're going to adjust. But that takes time. And I think that's all Diana was saying. Sure. So I think given the newness of attention that women's basketball has gained in the last few years, I think more eyes are on it right now. So like when people have an opinion about it, everybody's losing their mind, or a lot of people are losing their mind. But in reality, like, bro, these women get the same critiques as men, but I think more eyes are on it now. So like it's just going to be in the headlines now. It's going to be in the circuit of the media now. Like things are going to turn into stories now because, money is being thrown toward in that direction now. It's kind of feeding the machine in a sense. But yeah.
So speaking of that, Caitlin Clark projected to go number 1.
Rightfully so.
Yes. So I was reading something. The team that's supposed to pick her may be Indiana Fever.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, they're already projecting seats to be sold out.
Yeah, it's gonna be major, man. We're gonna start seeing just like college basketball. Go ahead.
And some of the arenas that they projecting to be selling out, they're already moving those games to bigger arenas.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw that or not.
I did. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So they're already. So I can see the revenue increasing by that. And then of course Angel Reese. I think she's supposed to go number 8 or something like that.
Then you got your girl Cardoza. She might go number 2.
I think she's going number 4.
4. Yeah. Okay. She's definitely top 5. You got the other girl. The other one, girl at Stanford.
No, she's supposed to go number 3. I'm sorry.
The girl at Cardoza.
Yeah, Cardoza go number 3. Cameron Brink from Stanford go number 2.
Yeah. I'm missing some. We missing somebody, I think.
Aaliyah Edwards from UConn.
Yeah. Yep.
The girl from UConn.
So is it assumed that Paige Beckers is staying? We don't even know yet. We ain't heard nothing new.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. But
she's a junior this year, right?
Yeah.
I think she's a junior.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Women's basketball, man. I'm super proud of it, man. It's beautiful to see, man. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yep.
Moving on.
Speaking of
women's basketball.
Yeah.
And Angel Reese.
We got
Emmanuel
Acho.
How you pronounce it?
Emmanuel Acho. He's
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah, he's a former football player. Played at the University of Texas, I believe. Played in the league for a few years. Now he's retired. Now he's a
league. When you say league, let the people know. When you say league, what league?
NFL. He played in the NFL. He was a standout at Texas. He was a very good player at Texas.
Yes.
Defensive player. I think he was he was a linebacker, right? Or was he an edge rusher? He might be a little bit of both in the league. I think it was. He didn't have a very long career. He played a few years. But nonetheless, he's not playing anymore. Now he's a
ESPN. Not ESPN. I apologize.
Fox. He's a Fox Sports analyst, football analyst, or sports analyst. And he had this to say about. He had this. I'm gonna plug it in. He had this to say about Angel Reese's response to a question after their loss in the Final Four. It was the Final Four, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Because they lost to Iowa in the Final Four.
Play for him.
Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people get your money up, then post-game when you take a L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain catches a L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20, dog. Showed up, biggest game, second biggest game of your career. Absolute dog. But you can't, under any circumstance, go to the podium and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain. You painted the bullseye on your back. Why are you surprised when people shoot at you? So if you want to act grown, if you want to pose grown, if you want to talk grown, if you want to talk to grown folks grown, then you got to take the L like you grown. Because what frustrated me is when you want to be the villain, but you want to hope for sympathy like a hero. No villains in any sports get that kind of sympathy. Whether it was Richard Sherman in his prime, whether it was Baker Mayfield in college, whether it was Steve Smith, whether it was Aqib Talib, whether it's Draymond Green, if you want to be the villain, you're going to have to take it like a villain. So the only thing I didn't like, because Angel Reese's performance, it was phenomenal. But post-game, when you go to the podium and now you want sympathy, where was sympathy for all of those who you exposed your villainness towards? I don't know.
What's your initial reaction to?
I fucking hate it, man.
Yeah.
He said some things that really, tick me off. One of the things that he said was, you want to be paid like an adult. You want to talk like an adult. You want to act like an adult. Where you need to be treated like an adult. Yeah. That statement right there, to me, was very triggering. At the end of the day, she's not. She's still a kid. If you look at it, I'm not even gonna say kid because I take that back. She's still a young lady. Yeah. And he also said, you take the villain role and then you try to play the victim when you lose. If you look at Angel Reese's interview,
what did she say?
She's not talking about losing.
Yeah,
she's not talking about that. She's not talking about basketball. Yeah, she's talking about how people are coming at her character, how people are threatening her, how people are sexualizing her, how people are doing all these things, and then this loss has nothing to do with anything that she's talking about. Yeah. She's talking about all the other things. People are fucking mean. Yep. That's it.
The world is cold, bro.
The world is fucking cold. If you see the things that they're saying about her, death threats. Come on, man.
Bro, this is a college basketball player.
This is college basketball. This is a woman. And it goes back to the conversation that we had about Buddy jumping over the stadium and the podium, try to fucking fight a female. Yeah. Some of y'all in these comments are grown men saying, oh, X, Y, and Z, go jump over a bridge, kill yourself, B.
I don't understand.
How do you come on.
Again, going back to these are actual human beings.
These are human beings. So you think they're not gonna see those things? And I think it was Shannon Sharp that said something. As she gets more in time with her career, she will learn. She again, it goes back to her maturity. Not saying that she's immature. Not saying that.
But she's young.
She's young. Yeah. But as a professional athlete, you will learn when you're in the spotlight like that. You will learn to ignore some of the things that you may see on social media because we are such in a social media driven industry and world and fucking. First of all, I fucking hate people, man. I hate people.
You know what?
People are weird.
People
are weird.
What I will say, just a little tidbit, like from my perspective as being recruited and going to college, playing football, whatever. I don't know how kids do it today because when we were in college, social media was so new that it wasn't like everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not what it is now. So it's not everybody's opinion wasn't as accessible as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like you're flooded with everything under the sun as a person in the spotlight, whether you're an artist, whether you're an athlete, whatever. So like I really, on one hand, I'm jealous of the college athletes now because they got NIL, they can make money off their likeness. But also, what comes with that, heavy head wears the crown. You're gonna come with some criticism as well. Now, absolutely. I totally agree with you that he was off base in his critique of her.
He's out of pocket, man.
He was off base because, and I said this to you a few days ago. I said, if she were at the podium and she was responding to a basketball question and she started playing the victim from a basketball perspective, purely from a basketball perspective, then his critique may have been valid. Justified. Right, may have been justified. But she was talking about
nothing about that.
She was talking about things that has affected her emotional and mental health.
If somebody motherfucking,
bro,
I'm gonna say this. I don't want to be passionate about it. If somebody motherfucking tell you that they gonna kill you,
what do you do with that?
What you do?
How do you respond? Bro, how do you move forward? How do you even the fact that
somebody say that to you,
bro?
You know the emotional impact that does.
And then you got this grown man over here talking about
because you don't know if they're gonna come through with that or not.
You don't know. Like how do you process that?
How do you know? You have to take that serious.
Yeah.
You have to take that serious. So I say all that to say, man, like, bro. Nah, she's still young. She's still like, no, bro, you was out of pocket for that.
Yeah,
you
way off.
You were way off the mark with that. And I get it. I don't know if it's for the ratings. I don't know if it's for whatever, but it goes back to, getting out this spotlight and just speaking, the truth and whatever. Like if you got to hit those numbers for the media and you got to talk out of pocket, man, I don't know what it was.
It was so insensitive. Such a visceral response to a young lady who was pouring her heart out on and off the court, considers herself a role model.
And she don't even talk about it.
Bro,
she don't even talk about it. She takes it on the chin. So her last game in college, she said, all this whole time, like, I get sexualized all the time. Mm-hmm. Men saying what they want to do to me sexually.
That's wild, bro.
Just take that little snippet right there.
Like it's the implications of the whole you acting grown comments is very unsettling to me. I don't have any daughters, but I do have nieces. And it's very unsettling because you got somebody spilling out how they're feeling emotionally, mentally, what they've been going through.
About how they're acting and how they're talking.
What you're implying is, it's your fault because you was acting grown. It may not even be what you meant, but that don't matter. It's how people interpret what you say. You are implying that it's...
Hold on. Go back to that. Go back to that for a second.
It don't even matter
let that sit in for the people.
Yeah.
Repeat what you just said.
It does not matter what you meant to say. What matters more is how people interpret what you say. Or in other words, intention versus impact. Impact is way more important than your intent. You can voice your intent, but that's always after the fact, right? Like whenever I say, well, I didn't intend to, that's after the fact. That's already after somebody feels away.
Hold on for one second. Let's rewind. You said he stated that she was acting grown and was talking grown.
Yeah, talking grown. You getting paid like you grown. Like all those comments. It's just very unsettling, bro.
Because you're a grown adult. Why are you speaking on somebody acting grown? You should be treated grown.
Yeah, which means you should treat grown people with respect. Also, just a thought. But hey, man, I was good. got any closing thoughts?
At the end of the day, man, Dreamville was fire.
Dreamville, okay. Shout out to
Dreamville was fire.
Shout out to my Wolfpack. We fought
Hey man,
hard.
shout out to Wolfpack.
Zach Edey was too much for us. We had a great run, heck of a run.
Shout out to the women, man. Shout out to the women,
men and women, because South Carolina was too much. Cardoza was she's a first round pick for sure.
I look forward to what the next moves of the WNBA, man. It's gonna be dope, man.
Yep.
I applaud the ladies of this generation for bringing the exposure to the WNBA in college sports, and just look forward to it, man. With that said, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up. It's been another dope episode with my brother, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, man, and like, share, subscribe, comment, let us know y'all thoughts, man. We love hearing from y'all. We love responding to y'all, man. Let's keep this thing going, man. Yeah. We appreciate everything that y'all are saying to us. Real quick. Some
homework for everybody watching and listening. Just quick little homework. Go and YouTube Dawn Staley's college highlights. She was a bucket. Imagine her today.
She was a bucket.
That's some homework for the listeners.
We've heard y'all feedback, and we appreciate y'all feedback. We have some very, very informational, very, very informative, passionate, thought out response critiques.
Appreciate it.
Some are amazing, telling us how great of a job it is. Some of us are telling us what we need to improve on. We take criticism extremely well, and we appreciate it.
I'm here
man.
for it.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't have to watch the episodes like y'all do, but y'all have been. And that the more y'all pour into us, man, the more we trying to pour into y'all, and we're gonna keep taking y'all suggestions to heart, and we're gonna keep implementing those things, man. So this last go around, man, we got some amazing feedbacks from y'all, man. So we really want to say, man, thank y'all. We love y'all for it, man. Keep bringing them in, good, bad, and the ugly, man. We don't take it to heart. We don't take it, and we definitely don't take it for granted. Because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here watching us.
Taking your time.
Hey, man, and we appreciate that. Thank y'all.
100%.
So continue to do that, man. With that being said, man, hey, man, the feed, we out.
We out.